Keep it clean.
Keep it dirty.
Be good. Enjoy.
If it's not dirty, I'm not answering it.
Everyone ready? All good? Victor, I guess kicking off with a nice easy one to start with.
All right.
What do you make of the MCM London Comic Con so far?
I haven't seen a single thing. I literally walked in from the loading dock up to this room, so I haven't seen anything yet. I peeked through the window, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm interested in getting down there and getting in the mix.
Why do you come to events like this? I mean, obviously fans love it, they enjoy meeting people, but what do you get out of the experience?
There's a couple things. Usually I get to travel. Anytime I get an opportunity to travel the world, I jump on it. I love meeting the fans. And the different fans from all over the world, they all have something very, very similar. They're usually very, very well versed on the show, the particular show that I'm doing, like Continuum. Fans are so smart, and they know every little thing. They know more about the show than I do. So to be able to come and have a conversation with them, and they'll ask me questions that I don't know the answer to. There'll be 10 people in the audience that will. So people that have given so much to the show and just kind of involved themselves, it's pretty awesome to see. And to be able to talk to them and have 5 minutes of a conversation and really get to know who they are.
I mean, fans obviously fire tough questions at you, and what are the most common ones you get? What do people always ask about Continuum specifically?
Well, it was because the last one of these that I did was before the show ended. And now in Canada and the United States, the show is finished. So it was always, are Kira and Carlos going to get together? How is Kira going to make it home? Those were pretty much the two most popular questions.
And fans had their own opinions about how the show ended. How did you feel about how things ended up?
You know, I liked it because Simon is really good at not ending things black and white. So he gave us a very bittersweet ending. He gave us an ending that I think we needed. We needed to see Kira get back home, but it wasn't the back home that she was expecting. So Simon's always been great about throwing us a curveball and doing a little twist. And I really like the ending.
What do you think it was about the show overall that made it such a hit with fans?
I think sci-fi fans are really smart, and I think the show was very intelligent. So it challenged a lot of people, made people think, and it's something they can discuss amongst each other. And like I said before, there's no black and white. There's a lot of different opinions as to how things could have been or how things were, and I think that opened up possibilities for people, like-minded people, to have conversations about the show.
It's a fantastic cast, of course. Can you talk about working with the rest of the team?
It's some of the best all around, the cast, the crew, the writers that I've ever worked with ever on any show. We had some brand new actors on the show, people that haven't really done much, and then some very seasoned actors, and just the mix of the two was really refreshing to see these new actors bring such depth and color to the characters, and then working with the seasoned actors to see how they kind of fell into their roles and brought everything to life. And everybody was so friendly. We got along so great. So every day you'd show up on set, it was like coming to a family reunion. These the dirty questions?
Yeah.
Well, the family is obviously now split up. Are you going to still keep seeing the guys? Are you going to work together again?
Yeah, I mean, you always do. I mean, you stay in touch via social media. You see each other when you're in town. Like if I'm in town and I know somebody's there, I'll go out and I'll have dinner. Who knows? Maybe there's a spin-off show, or maybe there's a movie. Who knows what could happen? It's a crazy world. There is time travel involved. We could bring everybody back.
I guess a common question fans must ask you: if you could time travel, where and when would you go?
That's a good question. I'd have to say I'd go back to the 50s and I'd drag race, and do the slick back hair, the greaser with the leather jacket, and roll my cigarettes up in my sleeve. That'd be fun. I'd go back to medieval times, and I'd knock some people off their horse, and I'd throw my sword around a little bit. I'd probably have to go into the future. Hopefully it wouldn't be a dystopian future like Continuum would be, and it's more like the Jetsons. Uh, but those are probably the three that I'd get involved in. It'd be pretty cool to see dinosaurs if I knew that I could get in just for a little bit and then get back out again, and I knew I wouldn't be somebody's lunch. I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Talking about awesome, obviously fans have their favourite episodes, their favourite arcs. Looking back a little bit of distance now, what are you most proud of looking back at the series?
Um, I think I grew a lot from when I first started the show as an actor to where the show finished. I think personally I had a pretty good journey as an actor. Um, I was given some challenging material. I was asked to work with some great actors, and I think that brought out the best in me.
And apart from your own, is there a particular character on the show that you really found interesting to watch, either just because of who they are or because of who you're working with?
I love Eric Knudsen. I mean, I think he did a fantastic job playing Alec. He would literally, we'd have a whole day where we would just shoot all of his stuff. And watching the show, the words and the vocabulary that we gave him, and he's not like his character whatsoever. So for him to do that, to spit out pages and pages and pages of techno junk is got to be so difficult, and not only do it and memorize it, but to actually bring it to life. So hats off to him. He did an incredible job.
He was a spitting image of old William B. Davis as well.
Yeah,
which is,
right?
What are the odds?
Yeah.
When they sort of stand together, there's one scene in the season where they're actually in the same scene, and it's like, okay, let's go.
You could see how that could progress. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. He was really cool. You obviously did a lot of work with Rachel Nichols, and I know there wasn't any kind of subtext between you two, the characters. Obviously they're actors. That could be a dirty question. But were you pleased in the end that they didn't get together? Was that quite refreshing?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things about Continuum that I liked, and paths that they took. A typical show would have their two lead characters get together at some point. Simon didn't do it. I don't think he wanted to be typical. He wanted to do things that are different, lead you down that path, and take you another direction. He was really good at that. And like you said, it's refreshing to not have that, to see two characters be able to be platonic and be friends and still have some sort of chemistry, whatever it was, whether it be kind of brother, sister, best friend. If there was any kind of a love spark between one of the two or both of them that wasn't acted upon, and to not go there, I think was refreshing.
I mean, it's a big question, but it's an obvious one here at Comic Con. What do you think the appeal of the sci-fi genre is, just to a truly global audience now?
I think it's escapism. We want to get out of our world and we want to see something different. And I think with sci-fi, there are no rules or limitations whatsoever. It's nice to know that anything is possible. And with the CGI, our imagination, there's no limit to what we can do. So it's nice to be able to sit down and just be immersed in something that could never be true, like Avatar, or any kind of time travel show. Maybe that is possible one day. I don't know if we're ever going to get there, but to sit there and think this is happening right now to me, I believe this, and just to have that an hour or half hour or 2 hours of escapism to be taken out of your normal everyday life. That's what it is for me and a lot of people that I talk to. It's nice to have that little mini vacation.
And talking about escaping, what are you escaping to next? What are you working on at the moment?
I just finished a little Christmas movie. I just did another episode of Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce. I'm supposed to be going back to do a show called Rio Heat, which is it's kind of like Bruce Willis from Die Hard meets Magnum PI in Brazil. And that's, we shot the pilot, myself, Harvey Keitel, and a local Brazilian actress, Tayla Ayala. So we're waiting to find out if that's a go. And there's another movie that I'm putting together that it looks like we're going to make happen. That it's like it's an action film. Hopefully, I'll be producing and starring.
I mean, obviously, working with Harvey must have been a real treat. He's
Yeah.
a complete legend. Can you tell us about what that was like?
Oh, he's a fantastic guy, man. He's, you sit there and you're looking at that you've seen his face in so many movies, and now you're working opposite him. It was, for me, really, really a surreal experience. I've worked with some really cool actors, but I think this was the guy that really struck me the most. Is like, holy shit, this is Harvey Keitel. He has some great stories, really down to earth, very chill, very kind of soft spoken, not like the characters that he plays. It's just a credit to him that he can bring these other characters to life.
And you mentioned a Christmas film. Is that where you're growing the beard? Are you Santa?
No,
Tell us about
not yet. Give me another 40 pounds in 10
Yeah.
years, and I'll play Santa Claus. No, it's a little Hallmark movie. You got to do something for the family every once in a while. Sometimes the grandparents and the grandkids all want to watch something together, so it's nice to be able to do that. There's some stuff that I do that not everybody can watch.
You've done another Scorpion King movie as well, is that?
I've done 2 of them now. I did 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something you'd like to go back to, or is it maybe more new?
If it made sense, it was a good script and a good cast and director, and depends which location they chose this time. One of the appeals of that is to be able to go. I spent 4 months shooting in Thailand. I saw some incredible temples and ruins, and I stayed for a couple weeks and explored the southern part, all the islands. So for me, it's not just the job, but it's the whole experience. 4 we shot in Romania. We got to ride camels and horses. Hey, yeah. I realized that water with lemon, if you don't say it properly, could be construed as something else. And I won't go into what that is. Mind you, I got a lot of giggles. Yeah, I got a lot of giggles when I asked for water with lemon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if it made sense, it'd be great. But those experiences are incredible. I got picked up by an elephant and thrown 15 times, and I rode a camel that didn't want to stop and wanted to ride through the green screen and break everything, and then spit and throw up on the director. And worked with Rutger Hauer on that, and Michael Biehn, and so getting these opportunities that's for me. Life is all about the stories. I want to die with as many stories, locked away that I can tell my grandkids some of them, and that's how I want to live.
And in Canada filming Continuum, I guess you've got rain on a lot. So.
Yeah, they wanted the show to be gray and kind of bleak, and so they picked those months specifically, partially for the look of the show, and the directors and producers of the show want to go away for the summer months and go golfing and go to Hawaii and have fun. Yeah. So, and they want to enjoy it. They don't want to work through the summer there. They want to, work through the winter and then enjoy the summer. But, it really made sense for the look of the show.